I'm Dr. Christina Chester, and welcome again to our MCPS video series, Waymaking. Our goal is to help families make their way through many of the emotional challenges we are faced with today. I have with me today Dr. Erika Edwards-Singletary, who is an instructional specialist for restorative justice in the Department of Behavioral Health, Student Engagement, and Achievement. Thank you for joining us today.
Good morning, and thank you for having me. I'm very excited to be in this space today with you, and I hope that I can share something that'll be helpful for our families and our students who are a part of the MCPS community.
Oh, we're glad to have you with us as well. And so for my first question, so we see in our society and culture, with students and adults that people want access to information and materials very quickly. And so, because, like we have instant access to the news, we have instant access to materials via like Amazon, but we know that people can't always get what they want instantly. And so can we discuss today, so what is the definition of delayed gratification?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. That's something that I struggle with sometimes. And I too am a frequenter of Amazon, so I love the ideal, and it satisfies me to be able to think of something that I want, go search it up, click the checkout button, and I can have it at my house in maybe 24 hours or even that afternoon, that evening. And so I struggle with that, and it's not something that's easy, but it's not a good thing to always be able to have easy access to stuff because it kind of just creates poor habits for you. So I have to remind myself about delayed gratification too. And delayed gratification is the ideal of resisting the impulse to have something immediately in exchange for something more valuable that comes with time, right? So nowadays that's not easy to wait, but it's something that we want to start rebuilding our muscles to do.
Right. And so with that, because yes, I know in this day and age, we all struggle with that. Can you name some things that students and adults now struggle to wait for in our everyday lives?
Sure. I think we struggle to wait for communication between friends and family. We want to send a text message and we want to get a response in the next couple of seconds. I know that happens with my daughter, like mom, 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 and we're all busy, but we can't respond that quick. We struggle to wait in line for things. Now we have DoorDash, right? So we don't even have to go into a restaurant to wait in line for food or order it. We have someone drop it off at our door. We struggle to wait for a cup of coffee. Sometimes you got the Keurig machine and it takes only 6 seconds sometimes to get a full cup of coffee. Or we struggle sometimes when we're on the road, when we're driving, we want to get somewhere quickly. I find in the classroom, sometimes students struggle to wait to get something that they really want to process through an assignment. So they might do the assignment quickly to be able to get a preferred activity instead of really giving quality effort to that assignment and really pushing through for a greater outcome later on.
Oh, definitely. And, with our students, taking that time, I'm constantly telling my kids, and even some of the adults in my life, patience. And so, as we're thinking about this, so what are some strategies that students and families can use, to help us all delay our need to get things instantly? And so how can we support each other with this concept of delayed gratification?
Some things that I think that are helpful, number one is like avoidance. Plan ahead, like plan out your day, plan out the activities that you might do, plan out the things that you might need. And so if you plan ahead and you're kind of prepared, it can help you to avoid the things that you feel like you just have to have. It'll help distract you. It'll help you not be focused on them or not be perseverating after them because you set some plans in place and you just kind of prepared yourself to help resist the urge to do something immediately or to have something immediately. Also, I already said distractions, but positive distractions, like create opportunities of positive distractions. Find things that can pull you away from something that you urge to have, maybe listening to some music instead of actually texting or being on your phone, or even taking a walk. That's a positive distraction. Reading a book is a positive distraction. Just some things that kind of separate you and interrupt that feeling of, I got gotta have what I want right now. I gotta spend some money on Amazon, I gotta DoorDash, make a meal, instead of actually DoorDashing, look up a recipe and buy the ingredients and make a meal, and kind of interrupt that urge for just that almost immediate desire for what you want. And then another one I think you can use is self-directed speech. So use self-talk. Remind yourself that you can wait on it. Do you really need it? Is it going to be like life or death if I don't have it right now? And you can use those things to kind of encourage yourself to avoid having that immediate gratification for something you feel like you have to have right then and there.
Definitely. And, and I can hear this. I'm thinking of my teenager in the house, and like you say, with the text messages and phone calls, or we don't really talk on the phone, but like messages on like Discord or other things. And like if your friend doesn't respond back immediately, it's okay. Put the phone down and do something else.
Yeah,
And
right. The
so
relationship's not over. Sometimes we feel like if somebody didn't respond right then and there, we've done something wrong. No, don't make that assumption. Like, just wait. You'll get a response.
right. It's like, back in the day, people were like, okay, y'all are old, but you make a phone call, somebody's not there, you leave a voicemail and they come back and they talk to you later.
Yeah,
So, and it's
absolutely.
okay. It's okay.
Absolutely.
And so, because sometimes people just aren't available. So, maybe doing homework or we're spending time with their family and they will get back to you. So that's a good thing for especially our students on here, to learn some of these concepts, because, so much of life is about being present in the moment and
Mhm.
and enjoying the time that you are spending doing the activity that you're doing, instead of just now.
Yeah.
And so it is one of those life lessons that we can all learn. And so then my last question for you is, so do you have any suggestions or feedback for families and students to help them to stay resilient during this time?
Absolutely. Take it one day at a time, right? And acknowledge yourself for anything that you do wait for or anything that you do well. Like, celebrate yourself, even the small things that you're able to like hold off on or pursue or persevere through. Celebrate yourself, but really do take it one day at a time and just acknowledge yourself for every little bit of effort you put into something. The other thing I think you have to do is be kind to yourself, right? So if something that you're trying to do fails, don't give up, don't be discouraged, reflect on it and then just start over, but really be patient with yourself and give yourself grace. And the other thing that think we need to do is be mindful, right? Mindfulness is like a big thing for me that just helps to be able to like, not be impulsive, right? And really delay myself from urges, right? So being mindful, taking those deep breaths, breathing in, moving slow, being present and aware, just like you talked about, focusing on the very now space that you're in, and just honoring yourself. So all of those three things to me are just key strategies and just key things that I do to help me to delay my gratification and resist my urges.
No, thank you for those suggestions and that feedback. And again, thank you, Erika, for your time to be with us today. And we want to thank our viewers for joining us for Waymaking. To send us additional questions and topics to discuss on the show, please visit the link on your screen. Also, please go to our YouTube playlist to find additional shows in our series. And please join us next time on MCPS Waymaking.